NBA Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and from the sideline, as always, our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. Also stopping by our program, one of the great point guards in NBA history, Kenny the Jet Smith. I love the nickname the Jet, brother.
Man, appreciate the shout out. And you know you're the guy who brought it back alive.
Well, it really happened in high school, right?
It happened in high school, but no one called me in high school, college, into the NBA. He shouted it out, and now it's stuck like fire. Now, no, I can't go anywhere. And they're like, Jet. And I'm like, Kevin Harlan started the
But
fire.
you love that.
But
nickname.
the name has evolved. Now it's Private Jet.
It's PJ.
No, it's actually prop play now. I don't fly much.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, the Clippers, for now at least, are still tenants at the Staples Center. But former team superstar and analyst for the Hawks, Dominique Wilkins, who used to play for the Clippers at the end of his career, said the atmosphere at their games now matches that of the Lakers, adding, this excitement for two teams in the same city, I don't know when that's happened in basketball. It's pretty amazing. Guys?
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you. Kenny, you played for a number of coaches in your career. Which players right now do you think, as you take a look at all the players in the league, would maybe make a good head coach in the future?
Well, LeBron would be a great coach. CP3 would be a heck of a coach, probably. C.J. McCollum plays a game because there's a guy. I like guys who weren't like the star and then became it because they understand the guys on the bench, how they feel, as well as the stars. So C.J. McCollum has kind of come up into that.
Well, that's why a lot of great coaches, it's not that they were the best player, but they played on great teams. So they get to see it. I'd throw another name out there, Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo. Okay.
What about Greg Anthony?
That's the broadcast booth. No, Greg would be great.
He'd be great. I think either of you would be great.
It would be fun.
I'm trying to own the team.
That's what you want to do. You want to own. You want to own. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Hill. And it's Bazley in a power forward. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum, then it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And the shot goes in.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Now Leonard. 32 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And you know, another way he impacted the game was forcing turnovers. Really disrupted the offensive flow.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Roby. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Hill. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Defensive player of the year multiple times. Leonard will smother that move more often than not.
To the paint, here's Batum. No good on the shot. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You know what happens? You start to miss a few. You develop a lack of confidence, and suddenly it becomes contagious.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Kenny, you've been an NBA analyst for over 2 decades, which is hard for me to believe. You look so young, like you go out there and play right now, but I'm sure this job has changed for you in that time, right?
I think the job has not changed, actually, because when I first got here, I used to watch film every day. And
When
actually,
you first started as an analyst?
every day for 1 year.
Did you?
Every day.
And then you found out that what?
I found out, I sat with the executive producer and I figured out what I needed to say, doing why, when, and what. Then I just use that now. I just go back to those meetings then. There's nothing changed for me from that first year, which I knew nothing, to now after I knew something.
Being the award-winning broadcaster you are now.
It's that first year.
Yeah, I would concur with His Majesty. The Jet.
Thank you. Thank you. I've never been called the Majesty.
Clippers with the ball. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Leonard trying to get open as Ibaka. And Leonard gets it to go.
The ball handling skills of Leonard creating for himself this time.